Hello guys, it's Dave here with Swing Levels commentary for September. So let's get to it and let's start with Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. There's one new short level that I like to trade and it's at 98.63. You can see that very heavy volumes got accumulated throughout the whole year in this area, and also it's very strong zone. You can see that the price was making strong rejections of that zone in the past. It worked mostly as a support zone, and right now when the price blew past that support zone, it became strong resistance zone. So for those two reasons, I believe that it's very strong level to go short from. My stop loss for that trade will be at 99.27, and profit target would be at 97.98. Let's have a look at the Australian dollar, Swiss franc. There was a winning trade since last time. It was a winning trade from 75.36 long level. Right there you can see pretty nice reaction and pretty sharp reaction to that level. And as far as current levels go, there is one level that I'd like to trade. It's a long level from 73.43. A stop loss for that trade would be at 72.69 and profit target at 74.16 or 17. The reason for that long level is this sideways price action in which those volumes got accumulated. You can see that after this volume accumulation there was a strong buying activity, indicating that those volumes were volumes of strong buyers. If we zoom it in and look at 30-minute chart, you can see that the volumes of that area were the highest right there, exactly at our long level at 73.43. So that's the reason for the exact level. Let's go into the Australian dollar, Japanese yen. There was a winning trade since last time from our 86.33 long level right there. And as far as current levels go, there is one long level that I like to trade. It's a long level from 84.35, and the reason for that long level is volumes that got accumulated in this area. The volumes are better visible on a 30-minute chart, on cumulative profile for 30-minute chart right there. And the second reason for that long level is that it worked as a strong resistance zone right there. You can see that the price bounced off that level twice pretty aggressively, and it was pretty strong resistance zone, but when the price blew past that zone it became strong support zone. So for those two reasons I think that the 84.35 is pretty solid level to go long from. Stop loss for that trade will be at 83.72 and profit target at 84.97 or 98. Let's go into the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and let's have a look at our short level from last time at 1.0889. You can see that the price tested that level first right there, and a second time it was much more closer test right there. And if you didn't consider this a proper test, then this one definitely was a proper test. So because of that, because of the reaction that came a little bit sooner to that level, I discarded that level and I didn't consider it valid anymore, so I didn't trade it anymore. As far as current levels go, there are two levels that I like to trade on the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. The first one is at 1.0975. The reason for that level is this sideways price action in which those volumes got accumulated, this volume cluster. Those volumes got accumulated within this strong buying activity, which indicates that strong buyers were adding to their buying positions right there in this area. So I think that those buyers will be defending their buying positions, and when the price comes back to this area, the buyers will become aggressive and push the price upwards once more. Stop loss for that trade will be at 0929 and a profit target will be at 1.1021. There is also a pretty old short level that I like to trade. It's from last year actually, and the reason for that short trade is this strong rejection of higher prices and those volumes that got accumulated in this area that the strong sellers were rejecting. So for that reason, I think that the strong sellers that started this strong sell-off right there will become aggressive when the price comes back to this area. They will be defending their selling positions and push the price lower. Stop loss for that trade will be at 1.1272 and a profit target at 1.1126. Let's go into the Australian dollar, US dollar. Unfortunately, there is only one level that I'd like to trade, and it's pretty old and distant level. It's a long level from 74.38 with stop loss at 73.73 and profit target at 75.03. The reason for that long level is accumulation of volumes that took place in this area, and rejection of lower prices followed by very strong buying activity, indicating that those volumes were volumes of strong buyers. So I'll be waiting for a pullback to this area and go long from there. If you zoom it in and look at 30-minute chart and the cumulative profile of this area, you will see this, and you can see that our long level at 74.38 is exactly the point of control of this area, meaning that the heaviest volumes in this area got accumulated right there at 34.38. Let's go into the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. There is one long level that I'd like to trade. It's at 84.29. Profit target for that trade is at 85.39 and stop loss is at 83.20. The reason for that long level is this sideways price action in which those volumes, this volume cluster got accumulated. I think that those volumes were volumes of strong buyers adding to their buying positions when they were pushing the price upwards. So for that reason, I'll be waiting for a pullback to this area and go long from there. Also, if you look a little bit back, you can see that this level worked as a strong support zone right there and a strong resistance zone. So it's definitely a strong level to go long from. Let's have a look at the Euro British Pound, and I have two long levels there. Both are very easy to spot, very nice long levels. The first one is at 89.50. You can see very heavy volumes got accumulated in this area. After that, there was strong buying activity indicating strong buyers. So I'll be waiting for a pullback to this area and go long from there. Stop loss is at 88.92. Profit target at 90.08. My second long level is pretty similar. Is at 0.88, and the reason for that level is those extremely heavy volumes that got accumulated throughout this sideways price action area. I think that those volumes were volumes of strong buyers that were accumulating their buying positions before pushing the price upwards. Stop loss for that level is at 87.42 and profit target at 88.58. Let's have a look at the euro dollar. There's one long level that I like to trade, which is at 14.14. Stop loss is at 13.13 and profit target at 15.14. The reason for that long level is those heavy volumes that got accumulated in this sideways price action area. And I think that those volumes were volumes of strong buyers that were accumulating and adding to their volumes, to their long positions, and pushing the price even higher. So for that reason I'll be waiting for a pullback to this area, and I think that it would be a nice opportunity to enter a long trades from there. Let's have a look at the Swiss franc Japanese yen. There was a one winning trade since last time. It was a long trade from 113.68. It took a very long time for that trade to reach the profit target, but I hope you guys held it and that you took the profit with me. As far as current levels go, there are two levels that I like to trade. There is one new short level at 116.56. The reason for that is accumulation of volumes right there. And I think that those volumes were volumes of strong sellers because of this strong selling activity right there. The reason my level is a little bit below this accumulation is that that level worked as a strong support zone several times. You can see the price bouncing off that 4 times right there. So it was definitely a strong support zone, and when the price blew past it, it became strong resistance zone. So for that reason my short level is a little bit lower than the heaviest volumes in this area. Stop loss for that trade will be at 117.88 and profit target at 115.24. Also, there is one long level that I like to trade. It's older one from 108.89 with stop loss at 107.68 and profit target at 110.087. The reason for that long level is very aggressive and strong rejection of low prices, indicating strong buyers rejecting low prices. And I think that those buyers were adding mostly to their positions right there at this volume cluster. So I'll be waiting for a pullback to this area and go long from there. Let's go into New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. There is one new short level that I like to trade. It's a short level from 0.92. Stop loss is at 92.77. Profit target at 91.43. There are two reasons for that short level. The first one is that it worked as a strong support zone right there. You can see the price bouncing of it like 3 or 4 times, and after that the price blew past it, making it a strong resistance zone. So that's the reason number one. And also, if you zoom it in a little bit into a 30-minute chart and accumulative profile of that area, you can see pretty heavy volumes got accumulated a little bit above this level, but I'm going short a little bit lower because of those reactions that came right there from this support zone. So for those two reasons, I think that this is a pretty significant resistance zone right there, and I'll be waiting for a pullback and go short from there. Let's go into the US dollar, Canadian dollar. There are two short levels that I like to trade. The first one is a new short level at 24.76 with stop loss at 26.62 and profit target at 22.89. The reason for that short level is those volumes that got accumulated in this area. This rejection of higher prices indicating strong and aggressive sellers, and this strong selling activity indicating strong sellers. Also, if you look at this rejection, this indicates that it worked as a strong support zone. Right now, when the price blew past that, it works as a strong resistance zone. So for those reasons, my short level is right there at 24.76. If you look at the 30-minute chart right there, you can see that the heaviest volumes in this area were a little bit higher than my short level at 24.76. But because of this rejection of low prices right there, I placed my short level a little bit lower. My second short level is at 32.16, right there, with stop loss at 33.48 and profit target at 1.3084. The reason for that short level is those heavy volumes that got accumulated in this sideways price action, after which there was a renewed selling activity indicating strong and aggressive sellers were adding to their positions right there. So I'll be waiting for a pullback to this area and go short from there. So guys, those were the new swing levels. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time, and until then, happy trading!